Hello students, we were discussing about immunity. In the last class we have discussed about innate immunity or non-specific immunity. Innate immunity is present in an individual by birth, and innate immunity shows generalized effect on microorganisms or on foreign substances. The next type of immunity is acquired immunity. Next one is acquired or specific immunity. Acquired or specific immunity. Acquired immunity or specific immunity. It is a type of immunity which is acquired by an individual. It is the immunity or type of immunity acquired by an individual after the entry of disease causing organism. Immunity acquired or gained by an individual after the entry of pathogen or any disease or infection causing organism called antigen. Pathogen or antigen or any disease causing microorganism. Disease causing microorganism includes viruses, bacteria, fungi, protozoans, helminths, etc. The entry of any microorganism or pathogen or antigen develops a kind of immunity in an individual that is called as acquired immunity or specific immunity. Immunity acquired or gained by an individual after the entry of specific pathogen. After the entry of particular pathogen, soon after the entry of pathogen or microorganism, our body immune system shows response for the first time. That is called primary response. First, body shows primary response. Soon after the entry of microorganism or any foreign substance means which is not present in our body. In our body, some microorganisms are present as a natural microflora. They are present as natural microflora. For example, E. coli, Escherichia coli is present in the human intestine. It is a natural microflora of human intestine. Always it is present in our intestine. Then some bacteria are present in the throat region. They are the natural microflora of our body. When our immune system becomes weak, at that time these natural microflora only cause infection. Any microorganism which is not present in our body or any substance which is not present in our body enters the body. Then our body treats it as a foreign substance or pathogen. Soon after the entry of pathogen or antigen or any foreign substance, our body immune system shows primary response against that particular antigen. For example, consider it's a pathogen. It will be a microorganism. This pathogen enters our body through the food or through water or through air during respiration. The entry of this pathogen or the entry of this foreign substance, always pathogen or foreign substance will be very small. It is very small. That will be recognized by our immune system. Our immune system recognizes it as a foreign substance. Soon after the recognition of foreign substance, our body immune system starts to produce particular type of antibody. Or for the first time, our body immune system shows a kind of response against this pathogen. The first time or the initial response shown by the immune system towards the pathogen is called as primary response. And this primary response is always of low density. It is of low intensity. Low intensity means it is not strong. It is not so strong. Bit less power. Low intensity, or our body shows low intensified primary response against the pathogen soon after the entry of pathogen into human body. Then our immune system keeps memory about this pathogen. Our immune system keeps memory about this pathogen. Suppose the same pathogen enters our body for the second time. Same pathogen, after some days, same pathogen is entering the body for the second time. Then our immune system shows secondary response. It shows secondary response. And the secondary response is highly intensified. It is highly intensified. Highly intensified means it is very strong. Secondary response is highly intensified or very strong. For example, suppose an individual already suffered from typhoid fever. Typhoid fever is caused by Salmonella typhi. Typhoid fever is caused by Salmonella typhi. For example, he is an individual before 4-5 months or before 6 months he suffered from typhoid fever, and this is Salmonella typhi bacteria entered his body and developed typhoid fever. At that time, his immune system showed primary response, and the primary response is of low intensified. Hence, he took ready-made antibodies. He visited the hospital and he took ready-made antibodies. And the ready-made antibodies or medicine killed the pathogen or Salmonella typhi and he cured. But his immune system keeps memory about Salmonella typhi. After 6 months or after 1 year, again the same Salmonella typhi, same in the sense, same strain, same type of bacteria, same Salmonella typhi bacteria once again enters his body through contaminated food or through contaminated water. But at this time his immune system already has memory about this Salmonella typhi. Immediately his immune system gets activated and shows primary response. It is of highly intensified, means immediately his immune system recognizes the Salmonella typhi, immediately it starts to produce the particular type of antibodies which fight against Salmonella typhi, and that immediately produced antibodies fight against the Salmonella typhi. They kill the Salmonella typhi and protect the body from the development of typhoid fever. That is secondary response. Always primary response is weaker than the secondary response. Okay. Then acquired immunity. Acquired immunity is usually develops due to two major types of cells or two major types of white blood cells called lymphocytes. There are two types of lymphocytes which are responsible for acquired or specific immunity. See here, acquired is also called as specific immunity, whereas innate is also called as non-specific. Acquired is called specific immunity because here our immune system fight against particular type of pathogen. But in case of innate immunity develops or innate immunity fight against number of microorganisms, but that shows generalized effect. But acquired immunity is specific towards pathogen. After the entry of particular type of pathogen, our body immune system starts to produce particular type of antibodies. That particular antibodies fight against particular antigen. Then fighting between antibody and antigen kills the antigen, thereby immune system protects the body. Our immune system prevents the development of particular infection. Hence, acquired immunity is also called as specific immunity. Two types of lymphocytes or WBCs. Two major WBCs, white blood cells. WBCs are lymphocytes responsible for acquired immunity. Responsible for acquired immunity are, one is B lymphocytes. And another one is T lymphocytes. B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes. We have studied about lymphocytes in first period. You have heard these words. WBC. Types of WBC includes granulocytes and agranulocytes. Neutrophils, basophils, eosinophils. These three are granulocytes. Lymphocytes and monocytes are agranulocytes. These are mainly involved in defense mechanism of the body. The main function of WBC or white blood cells are leukocytes. WBCs are also called as leukocytes. The main function is they are involved in defense mechanism of the body. There are two types of lymphocytes which are responsible for acquired or specific immunity are, one is B lymphocytes and another one is T lymphocytes. B lymphocytes originates from bone marrow. B lymphocytes originates from bone marrow and they develop or mature into B lymphocytes in the bone marrow itself. Means they originate from bone marrow, they get differentiated or undergoes maturation in the bone marrow itself. B lymphocytes originate from bone marrow, differentiates and maturation of B lymphocytes takes place in the bone marrow itself. They originate from bone marrow, then they differentiate and mature. They differentiate and mature into B lymphocytes. Differentiate and mature into B lymphocytes in the bone marrow itself. In bone marrow itself. And this B lymphocyte is responsible for humoral immunity. B lymphocyte is responsible for humoral immunity. It is responsible for humoral immunity. Means humoral immunity means after the entry of a particular pathogen and body. After the entry of particular pathogen, immune system of this individual gets activated. Then that immune system starts to produce particular type of antibody which fight against this pathogen or antigen. And the antibodies produced by the immune system of this individual is released into body fluids. Body fluids like plasma or lymph or intercellular fluid. The body fluids are also called as humor. H-U-M-O-R. Body fluids are also called as humor. The antibodies required for the death or antibodies which fight against the pathogen or which fight against the antigen produced by the immune system are released into body fluids like lymph or plasma or intercellular fluid. Hence it is called as humoral immunity. Then through the blood, that antibodies are transported from one part of the body to another part of the body. Antibodies are produced by the immune system, particularly B lymphocytes, matured B lymphocytes. After the entry of particular pathogen, B lymphocytes differentiates into plasma cells and memory cells. After the entry of pathogen, B lymphocytes differentiates. Pathogen enters the body. It enters the body. Then what happens? B lymphocyte gets activated. In case of humoral immunity, B lymphocytes gets activated. Then activated B lymphocytes differentiates. It differentiates into plasma cells and memory cells. It differentiates into plasma cells and memory cells. These plasma cells produces particular type of antibody. Plasma cells produce particular type of antibodies. Whereas memory cells keeps memory about the particular antigen. This is about humoral immunity or mechanism of action of B lymphocyte. How B lymphocyte acts after the entry of particular antigen. Soon after the entry of particular pathogen, it may be a bacteria or any virus, B lymphocytes of the body or B lymphocytes of the immune system gets activated. Then activated B lymphocyte differentiates into plasma cells and memory cells. These plasma cells give rise to particular type of antibodies which fight against the pathogen, whereas the memory cells keeps memory about this particular pathogen. Suppose the same pathogen enters the body for the second time, then memory cells already has memory regarding this pathogen. Immediately this memory cell differentiates into plasma cell and once again memory cell. That plasma cell gives rise to particular antibodies. Immediately our immune system shows response. Or immediately the produced antibodies fight against the antigen. This is mode of action of B lymphocyte. And about humoral immunity. Remember, the antibodies which are produced by the differentiated B lymphocytes are released into blood. These antibodies are released into blood. These are released into blood or plasma, fluid part of the blood, plasma or lymph or intercellular fluid, any body fluids. Body fluids are also called as humors. Body fluids are also called as humors, hence it is called as humoral immunity. Humoral immunity. Antibodies produced by the immune system of the body are released into humors or body fluids, hence it is called as humoral immunity. Then next type of lymphocyte is T lymphocytes. We are discussing about acquired or specific immunity. Acquired or specific immunity develops due to two types of lymphocytes such as B and T lymphocytes. Already we have discussed about B lymphocyte. And why it is called as B lymphocytes? In case of birds, B lymphocytes are produced in bone marrow, and in birds it is called as bursa equivalent. Bursa equivalent. The word B lymphocyte is originated from bursa equivalent. Hence it is called B lymphocyte. Okay. Next one is T lymphocyte. T lymphocytes, or also it is called as thymus lymphocyte. T lymphocytes are thymus lymphocyte. Thymus. Thymus lymphocyte. T lymphocyte is originated from bone marrow. It also originates from bone marrow, but after origination it moves into thymus gland for its differentiation or for its maturation. T lymphocyte, it originates from bone marrow. Originates from bone marrow, then gets differentiated and undergoes maturation, in thymus gland. What is thymus gland? We are going to discuss in later section. Hence it is called as thymus lymphocyte or T lymphocyte. But B lymphocyte originates from the bone marrow, gets differentiated and maturation both takes place in the bone marrow itself. Whereas the T lymphocyte originates from bone marrow, then it passes into thymus gland through the blood. In the thymus, it undergoes differentiation and maturation. Hence, it is called as thymus lymphocytes or T lymphocyte. It is responsible for, T lymphocyte is responsible for cell-mediated immunity. It is responsible for cell-mediated immunity. It is responsible for cell-mediated immunity. Cell-mediated immunity. What is cell-mediated immunity? It's a type of immunity in which there is no involvement of antibodies. No involvement of antibodies means the infected cell, for example, this is a cell which gets infected by the pathogen. This is a pathogen or antigen. This is the infected cell. this cell only, infected cell only, produces some activated T cells. Activated T cells. And that activated T cells phagocytose the pathogen or antigen. Thereby it prevents the development of infection. There are different types of T cells. See, soon after the entry of pathogen, pathogen enters the body. Now, cell-mediated immunity means the T lymphocytes gets activated and they produce number of activated T cells. Whereas B lymphocytes starts to undergo differentiation and produces plasma cells and memory cells. The plasma cells immediately produces particular type of antibodies. But here T lymphocyte produces different types of activated T cells. For example, killer cells, suppressor T cells, helper T cells. These are different types of T cells. Such types of different T cells are produced by activated T lymphocytes. And activated T lymphocytes produces specific type of T cells. Means T cells are also specific towards antigen. Soon after the entry of particular antigen, the activated T lymphocyte produces a particular type or specific type of T cells which can fight against this pathogen. They are very specific. Antigen and our antibodies are specific. Here T cells, activated T cells are also specific towards the antigen. The specific activated T cell only fight against the particular type of pathogen. So activated T lymphocyte produces n number of activated T cells. In that particular type of T cell, for example killer cell or helper T cell or suppressor T cell, like this, the particular type of activated T cell fight against the pathogen. And there is no involvement of antibodies. Suppose suppressor T cells, killer T cells don't have any role in this immunity. At that time, helper T cell assists the B lymphocyte to produce particular type of antibodies. Otherwise, these activated T cells only fight against particular type of pathogen. This is called cell-mediated immunity. Cell-mediated immunity. Usually, antibodies will not have any role in this immunity. They activate lymphocyte, T lymphocyte here. Produce activated T cells. Activated T cells. Clear? These activated, specific activated T cell fight against the pathogen. It only fight against pathogen. And usually there is no involvement of antibodies in this immunity. Rarely helper T cells assist the B lymphocyte to produce particular type of antibodies. You suppose natural killer cell, killer T cell. The killer T cell usually lies the cell membrane of the bacteria or microorganism. Thereby it kills the microorganism or pathogen. Killer cell. Suppressor T cells means it suppresses the production of T cells after killing the pathogen. Suppresses, reduces the production of activated T cells after the death of the pathogen. Helper T cell means it helps or it assists the B lymphocyte to produce particular type of antibodies. This is about cell-mediated immunity and T lymphocytes. Two types of lymphocytes. In the next class, let us discuss about structure of an antibody. Thank you. And differences between B lymphocyte and T lymphocyte, or differences between humoral and cell-mediated immunity. Important. You should know at least three differences. Three differences between B and T lymphocyte, minimum 3 differences, and differences between humoral and cell-mediated immunity. Thank you.